This morning on DC News Now, our first round of wintry weather exits to the east this morning. We're expecting wintry mix and sleet later this evening. Meteorologist Jackie Layer is tracking it all and checking in with neighbors and travelers making their way through the storm.
Winter is here. Can it be gone already?
Plus, hundreds of thousands of people in Prince George's County still advised to boil water. Officials share a timeline for the water main repairs. A match made in heaven. We're stretching your dollar this morning with Valentine's Day discounts everyone will love. And celebrating Black Broadway.
It's a new generation that's learning about the culture.
Young people embracing the creativity and community of the stage.
You're watching the station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
Well, good morning. We are starting off the live look outside. You can see not the best visibility this morning. Lots of snow on the ground too, so you definitely do need to be careful when you are heading out. The roads not looking too bad in the DC area at least, but again, you do need to check before going out this morning. But thank you for starting your morning with us here on DC News Now. I'm Tanaya Wright.
Yeah, good morning to you. I'm Corey James. Our first round of wintry weather ending this morning with some areas getting up to 8 inches of snow. And we can expect our next round bringing some wintry mix of sleet also later this evening. DC News Now, Joseph Akile checking in with officials for team coverage this morning, bring us the latest on road conditions around the district. DC News Now's Jean-Marie Sisse is live this morning in Virginia, checking in on travelers braving the weather this morning as well. But first, let's check in with meteorologist Jackie Layer this morning to see where things stand at this hour. Jackie, good morning.
Yeah, good morning. So we're talking about snowfall totals. Looks like Hippolyte Valley saw 8.5 inches of snow yesterday. Glendy 8.3, Dale City, Dumfries. We're talking about 7.8 inches of snow both in those areas. And rounding out those totals on that graphic, that was Prince Frederick at 7.6 inches. Now the snowfall totals also for across the region. We're talking Galesville 7 inches, Falls Church 6.5, Olney about 4 inches of snow. Reagan Airport officially 6.3 inches of snow with yesterday's system. So don't forget to clear off those cars. Leave much more extra time in order for you to do that before you head out on your travels this morning. If anything, we're looking at just some lingering flurries out there across northernmost parts of our viewing area. Elsewhere, though, we're drying things out after yesterday's system. So we're seeing just a few of those flurries right around Paw Paw, Martinsburg, and even just south of Hagerstown over towards Boonesboro at this point. Some reduced visibility out there. So not only are you going to be seeing some slick and snow-covered roadways, also some lower visibility down about 2 miles in Hagerstown, Martinsburg, Culpeper, 3 in Manassas, down about 7 miles visibility, at least in DC. Temperatures starting off upper 20s to lower 30s, but with that fresh snowpack and that breeze, it's making it feel like we're into the 20s. So just another morning that you do want to make sure that you are all bundled up. Certainly looks like a winter wonderland, feels like a winter wonderland, and then later on today, we're looking at some wintry mix, especially later on this evening. I'll have more details and timing of that coming up in just a few minutes.
All right, Jackie, thank you. Crews in D.C. working overnight, clearing the roads with the city picking up between 4 to 6 inches of snow.
Yeah, D.C. activated a snow weather emergency yesterday because of the snow and cold. Our Toasted Vakile live on the roads this morning showing us the conditions. And Toasted, we're in Northwest D.C. now?
Yeah, I am in Northwest DC, making my way around, trying to show people what the roads look like. That snow emergency that you were talking about, Tanaya, it is still in effect. DC Public Works had over 200 crews out on the roads, clearing the roads. And I can tell you what they did, it's very evident right now. We are driving around. Tim, where are we? We're on Colorado right now. Take a look at this. They've been able to push all that snow, a majority of it, off the road. So it is looking clear and it is looking really good at this hour. We are making our way to 14th Street, a street that was really problematic yesterday. So let me take you to a video from yesterday. Let's pull up the videos. I was talking to my directors. As you can see, what you're looking at is 14th Street. So take a look at your screen right now. Quite the difference, right, between what we're looking at right now and 14th Street. Several Metro buses were backed up on 14th Street between Madison and Nicholson Street yesterday because of that snow. One bus driver telling DC News Now the first bus driver that was there was relatively new and was uncomfortable going up the hill. So I talked to DPW officials at 5 o'clock this morning and they tell me they started brining the roads on Sunday.
Brine is particularly good at sticking to the roads. The beet juice that we add to the salt helps the material stick to the road, and it gives us an extra couple hours as the snow starts to fall before we have to plow. It was a little difficult, yeah. We had to put down extra salt and plow in front of the buses so that they could get traction, and then I believe they brought in some more experienced drivers to help get the buses through.
All right, so now we are on 14th Street right now. So this is the comparison, right? What it was yesterday and what it looks like right now. So much more clear, looking much better at this hour. And of course, they still have crews out and about clearing the roads this morning. So if you see a crew out there, please be careful and give them space to work. A few more things to note this morning. DC government opening at 10 a.m. The federal government in the district opening 2 hours later. And of course, DC public schools closed. And of course, remember, people who live in DC, they are responsible for clearing their sidewalks. So make sure if you see your sidewalks not cleared, make sure you clear that out. And they want to let people who know who live in DC, if your roads aren't cleared yet, be patient. They will get to it as soon as they can. But for now, we're live in Northwest. I'm Tosin Fakile. Back to you.
Thank you, Tosin. And a reminder, it is good to have an emergency kit in your car when you're driving during these snowy conditions. So here's what experts say you should have ready: a shovel as well as an ice scraper. If you are stuck, sand or kitty litter is helpful to give your tires some traction. Some extra layers like gloves and blankets. Make sure you have water and snacks as well, plus a portable charger and jumper cables. And with the wintry conditions, Metro Bus is currently operating under a severe snow plan. Now, this comes after multiple buses were backed up yesterday due to that snow. Today, only 42 of the 193 bus routes will be running. However, Metro Rail will be operating like normal. For a list of which routes are running bus routes, you can go to our website. And the snowy road conditions will likely impact your commute.
Yeah, if you have to be out on the roads, here's some things to keep in mind. Prepare your vehicle with proper air pressure and windshield wiper fluid as well. Drive slowly. And some drivers in Virginia tell us what it's like driving out there so far.
Went to Costa Rica for 10 days, and we're not looking forward to coming back to this.
Scared about all the ice and stuff, but I think it's going to be fine. It looks like everything's been salted.
If you're leaving the DMV and flying, check online for flight updates. So far, there's already been 58 flights canceled out of DCA this morning.
All right, well, new details out of Prince George's County this morning. A boil water advisory is still in effect, but WSSC says it has restored the water supply, allowing the hydrants to be back in service. Now, that advisory went into effect on Tuesday for hundreds of thousands of customers across southern Prince George's County. Now, due to that water main break, a boil water advisory is still in place for people who live south of Maryland Route 4, as well as some communities north and east of that area. Lynn Riggins with WSSC walked us through what it took to identify the issue and get to work.
Took time to find it. We found it. We got the water off. We isolated that area.
People who live in the impacted areas and still have water are encouraged to boil that water for at least a minute and then let it cool before doing the following: drinking, brushing teeth, washing fruits and veggies, preparing baby food or formula, making ice, or giving water to your pets. All right, coming up on 6:08 now on a Wednesday, Virginia Governor Glenn Youngkin is banning Chinese AI startup DeepSeek. He signed an executive order yesterday banning the app from being used on state-run networks and devices. Now, in Youngkin's order, he said the concern was privacy and security. The startup has acknowledged that it stores data on servers in China, and any employee or agency that has downloaded it has to get rid of it by today.
The Trump administration is appealing a Maryland judge's ruling blocking an order to end birthright citizenship. The judge blocked Trump's order last week after a case was brought by immigration rights groups in Maryland. The administration also has appealed a Washington state judge's ruling that blocked the birthright order. And yesterday, President Trump hosted the King of Jordan. It comes as he ramps up pressure on Middle East leaders to take in Palestinians from Gaza. National correspondent Jesse Tenor has more on the disputes that could impact the ceasefire deal between Israel and Hamas.
This is going to bring stability and peace to the Middle East.
President Donald Trump is forging ahead with his plan for the U.S. to take control of Gaza and turn it into the Riviera of the Middle East.
We're going to have Gaza. We don't have to buy. There's nothing to buy.
The president did not expand on how a potential takeover would work, but is pressuring Arab allies like Jordan's King Abdullah to take in the Palestinians who call Gaza home.
The point is how do we make this work in a way that is good for everybody?
During a visit to the White House Tuesday, the king announced Jordan would take in about 2,000 sick kids from Gaza, but would not commit to anything else.
Let's wait until the Egyptians can come and present it to the president.
Ahead of this Oval Office meeting, Arab countries, including Jordan and Egypt, roundly rejected President Trump's plan. And many Palestinians are already returning to the war-torn territory after Israel and Hamas reached a ceasefire deal, saying they would rather die than emigrate. But the ceasefire could be in jeopardy. Hamas accuses Israel of violating their agreement and says it will delay more hostage releases. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu threatened to resume fighting in Gaza if Hamas does not free more hostages as planned Saturday.
Or all bets are off.
So far, Hamas has released more than 20 hostages in exchange for hundreds of Palestinian prisoners. In Washington, I'm Jessie Tenor.
All right, well, Apple Maps has renamed the Gulf of Mexico to the Gulf of America on the platform. This coming after Google Maps made that change earlier this week. And after the Associated Press said it would continue to call it the Gulf of Mexico, multiple reporters were turned away from events at the White House. The AP says it will continue using the old name due to its global coverage. All right, coming up on 6/11 now on a Wednesday, big names planning to take the stage in Virginia later this year.
Yeah, the performers that are expected to perform at Wolf Trap this summer. Also, everyone loves sleep, but are you getting enough of it? Why making sure you're well rested is important for your mental health.
All right, but first we are taking a live look outside this morning, Jackie. You can see the visibility is down and people definitely need to be aware of all the snow out there still.
Yeah, I mean, those roadways still slick and snow covered, especially some of those side streets. Just keep that in mind before you head out. Also, make sure you clear off your car if you're going to be heading out today, too. You do have some low visibility as well. I'll have more details, timing it all out right after the break.